guys, what's up? This is Nanya from Barrack Solutions, and today I will talk about Wi-Fi routers, and I will also help you choose the right Wi-Fi router.
So first thing that you need to know is the frequency band. Frequency band is the frequency at which your Wi-Fi router operates. It is 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz. These are unlicensed frequency band, which basically means that you don't have to pay a single penny to obtain these particular frequency band. It is free for every single human being on this earth. Now the difference is that 2.4 GHz frequency band provides much better network coverage than the 5 GHz frequency band, and the second difference is more understandable why we have the 5 GHz frequency band, and it's basically because most of the electronic devices at our house operate on the 2.4 GHz frequency band. And if you have many electronic devices like these, then you will have a lot of interference on a 2.4 GHz frequency band, because of which you will have a lot of drops in your internet connection, and you will have slow speeds, and you will have a very bad experience while browsing the internet. So that's where the 5 GHz frequency band comes in. It's a cleaner band because lesser electronic devices work on this particular band, so lesser interference and much better transmit rates and much better downloads, much better internet surfing. That's basically the difference between the two. Let's talk about the wireless LAN protocols, because these protocols are going to be one of the key factors in deciding which Wi-Fi router you should buy. I will talk about the N, AC and the AD protocol. The A, B and G protocol are old and they are rarely used. The most common Wi-Fi protocol is the N protocol. Now the striking difference between the N, AC and AD protocol is their transmit rates. The N protocol can support a maximum transmit rate of 450 megabits, and the AC protocol, the first generation AC protocol, supports 1.3 gigabits of transmit rate, while the AD protocol can support up to 7 gigabits of transmit rate. And again, these are the maximum transmit rates. Good. Higher the transmit rate, the easier it is for you to stream content wirelessly over your wireless network, and it is also awesome for the LAN gamers for playing their game on the LAN much smoothly. So we see that the AC protocol supports 1.3 gigabits and the AD protocol supports 7 gigabits. So both these protocols will help you stream ultra high definition content, but again it will be super simple to stream ultra high definition content on the AD protocol than on the AC protocol, and that's pretty much because of the transmit rate. And why I'm saying this, because the ultra high definition content requires real high bit rates, and bit rates in terms of video and audio. So better the transmit rate, better it is to stream that kind of content. But again, streaming HD content on the N protocol, AC protocol and AD protocol is a piece of cake. And on the N protocol, you have got various versions. So you have got the 150 megabit version, you have got the 300 megabit version, you have got the 450 megabit version. If you are on the 450 megabit version, you can stream HD content on like 3 devices at least without any lag. But if you are on N protocol, which is like 150 megabits or 300 megabits, then you may face some issues on streaming HD content on multiple devices. However, it is still capable of streaming HD content. Now, looking at the bandwidth, the N protocol supports 20 megahertz and 40 megahertz. So that's pretty less. But if you look at AC, it supports large number of bandwidths. And AD supports wider bandwidth, which basically means large amount of bandwidth, which will basically lead to providing a much better network coverage. Now, though AC protocol supports so many bandwidths, it does not necessarily mean that it is going to be providing much better network coverage. It will get an edge to its network coverage, but it will still not be as great in network coverage as the N protocol, because it supports the 5 GHz frequency band, and the N protocol supports the 2.4 and 5. And as I told you earlier, the 5 GHz band is not that great at providing a good network coverage. So AC protocol, the only striking feature is the transmit rate and the bandwidths. So the transmit rate is awesome, and if you are in a closed room, or you could say a smaller room, then the AC protocol is going to help you out, because you may be able to connect all your devices in that particular small area. Now, a good thing about AC protocol is that it is backward compatible with the N protocol. And AC protocol Wi-Fi routers are always dual band because they have to support the 5 GHz to support AC protocol. So again, they will be supporting the 2.4 GHz, so you don't have to take that much amount of tension for about your network coverage, because you can any day shift to the N protocol if you're not getting the AC protocol network coverage. So that's basically some of the information that I wanted to provide you about these Wi-Fi protocols. Next thing to keep in mind is the budget. Now, budget is really very important. If you're going to go for a low-end Wi-Fi router, keep a budget of 2500 rupees. Beyond that, keep budgets like 5000 rupees, 7500 rupees, 10,000 rupees, 15,000 rupees or 20,000 rupees. The 15,000 to 20,000 rupees budget will give you a good Wi-Fi router with AC protocol support. At the 2500 rupees, you will get a good router with ADSL support and N150 protocol support. N150 basically means it will support the N protocol and it will give you a maximum transmit rate of 150 megabits. Now, beyond that, you will get N300 and N450. Now, N450 is the high-end Wi-Fi router and N300 will be the intermediate Wi-Fi router, and again N300 will be like maximum 300 megabits of transmit rate. N450 will be maximum of 450 megabits of transmit rate. Now, what's the difference between these high-end routers and the low-end Wi-Fi routers? First is the network coverage. Low-end Wi-Fi routers will always provide lesser network coverage than what high-end routers are capable of, and that's pretty much because high-end Wi-Fi routers have more antennas. Especially, you can take an example of Asus RT-AC66U. It's got 3 antennas, much better coverage than the other Wi-Fi routers because it's a high-end router again. Second, you will get extra internal storage in many routers that will allow you to back up your devices like Mac, Windows or PC. Mac, Windows or PC, that's PC, yeah, right. So Linux, you could say. So you can back up your devices, right? And that's something which will be done wirelessly and you can have regular backups. So that's again awesome feature for certain users. Third, you might get parental control settings. So if you want that kind of feature, then again high-end routers is the option for you. Fourth, you will get NATing feature, that is network address translation. Now this particular feature is not required by everyone. It is required by certain cream of users, and only those users who want this particular feature should go for the high-end routers. And the low-end users or the intermediate users might not ever require this, and they might not even know what it is. So if you don't know, you can go ahead and search that, Google it or Bing it up, whatever you want to do. Fifth feature that I would say that is additional in high-end routers is extra amount of RAM, which basically helps in processing your data. And these routers also support USB ports, so you can connect a printer and make it wirelessly available. Connect a USB and share that particular USB data wirelessly. And these Wi-Fi routers also support DLNA or UPnP, right? UPnP, yeah. So basically it will allow you to stream content to your television. Again, that kind of feature comes in high-end routers, not in low-end routers. So these are some of the features that come in the high-end routers. Apart from this, you will also get some extra tweaks and utilities like traffic monitor, how much bandwidth you have used. All these are high-end router features, and these features may not even bring about a huge difference to you. So again, choose your budget, choose the right Wi-Fi router, and just don't think about like this Wi-Fi router is so awesome, this is so awesome because it's got so much, it's so costly, that's why it's awesome. It's not like that. It's according to your budget. Choose the right Wi-Fi router. Again, that's what I would say. And apart from that, whether you should buy the AC protocol router or not, I would say if you have got a lot of money, definitely go for the AC protocol router. If you don't have, don't go for it. But if you're planning to switch and upgrade to a good Wi-Fi router which will last long and you want to secure your future with the latest technology, go for the AC protocol. That's it with this video, guys. I hope you liked it. Please rate, comment, subscribe and visit techbarrack.com